What's up folks, welcome to Slake Academy. I'm Pradeep. Today we are going to see a quick revision of coordinate geometry of class 10. Okay, so after this particular revision time, definitely you will be able to solve any kind of question from coordinate geometry. So let's go forward and let's revise the complete topics of this particular chapter. So let's see that. Okay, so the very first thing which we will see here is that distance between 2 points. Okay, so that is distance between 2 points. So where this particular thing, I'm going to express this particular thing into three forms. There are three forms in this, so we'll see all of these three. So very first thing, we'll go with a problem where you will get complete clarity. So let's read the question. Let's find the distance between the 2 points A 4, 3, B 8, 6. Suppose if there is a coordinates like this, x-axis, y-axis. If there is a point A, suppose this is x comma y, and suppose there is other point B, let's take this as x2 y2. So now in point A there is x1 y1, in point B there is x2 y2. So from this point to this point, the distance between these 2 points that we are trying to find out, the distance between point A and point B, that we are going to find out by using this particular form. All right, so we'll go forward. So first what I'll do is that first I'll write the given thing. So what are given? The given points are the points are, one is A 4, 3, and other point is B 8, 6. Okay, so we'll compare this particular one with the distance between 2 points formula. So for that I can write compare these points with x1 y1 x2 y2. all right, so we'll compare with this. So in such case, what do we get? This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, and this is y2. So definitely we can write x1 is 4, see x1 is 4 and y1 is 3. So write y1 is 3. What about x2? x2 is 8 and y2 is 6. So I can write x2 is 8, y2 equal to 6. Okay, so now we'll write the distance between 2 points formula. I can write using the distance formula. So that is we are taking distance between point A and point B. So I can write distance of AB. Let's take the distance as D. So that is equal to, the formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So this is the distance between 2 points formula. So we'll just submit x1 y1 x2 y2 in this particular formula. All right, so I can get x2 is 8 and x1 is 4. So this is y2 is nothing but 6 and y1 is 3. So I submitted the values. So now 8 minus 4 is nothing but 4. So this is 4 square. 6 minus 3 is, it was 3. So this is 3 square. 4 square is 16. 3 square is 9. Okay. So now this will be getting 16 plus 9. It is nothing but, it was root 25. Okay. Square root of 25, that is nothing but 5 is the value. So the distance between AB is 5 units. Okay, so now we have just found the distance between 2 points, that is point A to point B. Okay, so let's see the next form. So let's see the second thing, which is the same form of the distance formula, where in this particular case we were trying to take the point which is from the center of the coordinates and to the certain point where in the coordinates, okay, in the free space we can say. So suppose these are the coordinates. This is x-axis, y-axis. There is a point here, suppose at the center. Let's take that as point Q. So from this point Q, there is other point over here somewhere at this point, and let's say this is some x2 y2. Let's say this Q as x1 y1, Okay, so now this distance we are just finding out from Q to this P, whereas always the distance if we have to find out, we'll be having the coordinates of P and we'll be having the coordinates of Q. So the coordinates of Q, because the Q is at the center, definitely the coordinates can be 0 comma 0, whereas the P, let's take some coordinates of R wish, we'll take some coordinates like 3 comma 4. Okay, so now for that I can write here distance from origin, that is nothing but Q 0 comma 0 to P, that is 3 comma 4. So let's find out this. So the given points were what? So I can write given points are, what are the given points? That is Q 0 comma 0 and P, that is 3 comma 4. So now we'll take the same distance between 2 points formula. So I can write distance from QP, that is nothing but x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula. So I'm just trying to submit all these values in this particular formula. So for that, what is x1 here? X1 is nothing but 0, y1 is also 0, x2 is 3 and y2 is 4. Okay, here are the points. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2 and this is y2. So we'll just submit all these values in this particular point. So I can write qp equal to x2 is 3, x1 is 0 whole square, y2 is 4 and y1 is 0 whole square, and this is under root. So I can write 3 square plus 4 square under root. So now this can be 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, nothing but we are getting it as 25. Root 25 is nothing but we are getting 5 as the value. So the distance between Q and P is 5 units. Okay, so you might have understood here, before solving this, the same particular formula I can represent in different form also. I'll show you that. Suppose the formula QP equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is the formula, right? The same formula where one complete coordinate, that is q coordinate, is 0 comma 0. In that case, if I just submit the coordinates, suppose I can write x2 x1 is 0, all right, and y2 is their value, then y1 is always again 0, because one particular quantity, that is for one particular coordinate, is completely 0. So this equation is becoming x2 whole square plus y2 whole square. So in this particular context, that is when one point is there, another point is completely 0 comma 0, which is an origin, then directly instead of taking this qp equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, you can directly take this formula and you can get the solution. So let's try to submit these values and we'll be getting the same answer as this one. Okay, so let's check whether we're getting the same or no. So x2, that is nothing but 3, so I can submit 3 square. Y2, it was 4, so I'll just submit that also. So that is nothing but 3 square, it was 9, and 4 square, it is 16, that is root 16 whole square. So now root 16 whole square, that is 19 plus 16, we are getting, that is root 25, that we are getting 5 as the value. So you can observe qp equal to 5 units and here also qp equal to 5 units. By this we understood whether you take this formula or this formula, both will be getting the same answer when one point is at origin. That is, when one point is 0 comma 0, then definitely you can directly go with this formula, right? Using distance between 2 points formula, actually we are finding out many things. For suppose if we just take square, or if we take rectangle, all right, or if we take some other triangle or something, all right, so whatever you take, this everything that will have the coordinates, that is x comma y coordinates, will be definitely all these particular things will definitely have coordinates. Okay, so definitely will represent all these coordinate with some or the other variable. In such case, all these coordinates which we are taking will have the distance from one to other point. Suppose this triangle will have the distance from B to C and from A to B or A to C. So we'll have the distance. So we have to find out the distance. Either it can be rectangle, so we'll find out the distance between these all points, where that distance will be finding out the distance between 2 points formula which we have just solved in the previous problems. So we'll try to take one question and we'll try to solve that particular question where we'll get complete clarity about this distance between 2 points formula and where we can apply this particular formula in different situations. So let's go forward. Let's read the question. Show that the points 1, 7, 4, 2, minus 1, minus 1 and minus 4, 4 are the vertices of a square. Suppose let's draw the square first, as they're saying the coordinates were of the square. So the very first coordinate A, let's say that is 1, 7, B is 4, 2 and C is minus 1, minus 1 and D is minus 4, 4. Okay, first point 1, 7, then 4, 2, then minus 1, minus 1 and minus 4, 4. Okay, so these are the points of square they are saying, but we also have to prove whether they are the points of square or no. To find out that, once we get the distance between all these points, then we should get all this distance between AB, between BC, between CD, between DA. All this distance should be equal. That is the first thing. And second thing is the diagonals, that is the distance between this B and D and the distance between this A and C, that also should be same. Then only we can say this particular points which were given of the square. Okay, so let's do that. First we'll write the given points. So I can write given points are, what are the given points? Let's say A 1, 7, B 4, 2, C minus 1, minus 1 and D minus 4, 4. These are the given points. So we'll use these points and we'll find the distance between the points. So we can write that distance between, okay, first we'll find out distance between AB. Okay, where this AB, in the sense point A is 1, 7, where point B is 4, 2. So this is x1, this is y1 and this is x2, this is y2. So we'll use the distance between 2 points formula. So that is AB equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So let's submit the values, all these values. So I'll be getting AB as x2 is, that is 4 minus 1 whole square and y2 is 2 minus 7 whole square under root. So this is 4 minus 1 is 3 square, 2 minus 7 is minus 5 whole square. So this also we can square, 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25. So this will be getting root 34 as the value. So these are the values for AB. The distance of AB is root 34 we got. So let's find out the next distance. That is, we'll go for, we got already A and B distance. So now we'll go for BC distance. Okay, for BC, what are the points? B is 4, 2. So this B is 4, 2 and C is minus 1, minus 1. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, y2. So this BC is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So these values I'll just submit. That is minus 1 minus of x1 is 4 minus 4 whole square plus y2 is minus 1, y1 is, it is minus 2 whole square. So this is under root. So I'll be getting minus 5 whole square plus minus 3 whole square under root. So here you can see 5 square is nothing but it is 25 and 3 square it was 9. So this is under root 9. So you'll be getting root 34 as the value. So this is BC. Alright, so we got AB, we got BC, and now we'll even find out the distance. That is, we'll find out this DC also. Okay, so the points are minus 1 comma minus 1, minus 4 comma 4. So let's do that also. All right, so what is CD here? CD is the point which we are finding out now. The point C is just, we have seen that is C is minus 1 comma minus 1 and D is minus 4 comma 4. So for this particular one, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Okay, so let's submit in the formula. CD equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. Okay, so x2 is nothing but it was minus 4, x1 is minus half minus 1 whole square, so plus y2 is 4, y1 is minus half minus 1, so this is under root. So we'll be getting this as minus 4 minus half minus, right, that is plus 1 and whole square plus this is 4 minus half minus, this is plus 1, this is whole square under root. We'll further solve that. So this will be getting it as minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3 whole square plus 5 whole square. So this will be getting 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25. So 9 plus 25 will be getting that value as 34. Alright, so this also we got 34 as the value. We got AB root 34, we got BC root 34, we got CD that is root 34, and now we are finding out AD also. So the point A, if we just observe, the point A is 1 comma 7 and the point D is minus 4 comma 4. So this is x1 y1, so this is x2 y2. So the formula AD is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So let's submit the values. That is x2 is minus 4, x1 is minus 1 whole square, y2 it was 4 and y1 it was 7 whole square under root. So these values will be getting minus 5 whole square plus minus 4 plus 4 minus 7 in the sense that is minus 3 whole square under root. So we'll be getting 25 plus 9, where this will be getting root 34 as the value. So we got all the sides of the square. So AB we got 34, BC also we got 34, CD we got 34, AD also we got 34. Even let's find out the diagonals, where the diagonals should be equal. So let's go forward for the diagonals also. Let's see the diagonals. That is, very first diagonal we can take AC. For AC diagonal, the very first point A is, that is 1 comma 7 and point C is minus 1 comma minus 4. So this is x1, this is y1, x2, y2. So we'll take the same formula, AC equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So we'll submit the values. So that is x2 is minus 1, x1 is minus 1 whole square plus y2 it was minus 1, y1 it was minus 7 whole square. So this is under root. So minus 1 minus 2 whole square. So this is minus 8 whole square. So this is 2 square is 4, 8 square is 64. So we'll be getting the value as 68. Root 68 is the value. So this is for AC. So we will even find out, that is, the square is like this, right? So this is a square. A, B, C, D is the square. Where we got already AC, we will even find out this BD diagonal. Let's see diagonal BD. So in BD diagonal, we will take the points B is 4 comma 2 and D is minus 4 comma 4. So B is 4 comma 2 and D is minus 4 comma 4. So diagonal BD is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So let's submit the values also. So we know this is x1, this is y1, x2, y2. So let's submit the same. x2 it was minus 4, x1 is minus 4 whole square, y2 it is 4, y1 it is 2 whole square under root. So this will get minus 4 minus 8 whole square plus 2 whole square under root 8 square is 88 is 64 plus 4. So this will be getting it as root 68 as the value. So you might have observed all the other values, all the sides of the square we got root 34, whereas the diagonals we got 68 and 68. So now we understood that all the sides of the squares were equal and the both of the diagonals were equal. So we'll write the same conclusion point here. So that is, therefore all the diagonals, I can write the sides of square, that is AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA equal to, we got root 34. The diagonals are, even the diagonals, that is CD equal to, what are the diagonals? Diagonals were AC equal to their BD, which is equal to root 68. So now we can say the given points are points of the square. So now we understood the distance between 2 points formula we can use in 3 cases. The very first case is that if you just want to find the distance between any 2 points, then you will use the distance between 2 points formula. Second thing is, even if the distance we are finding out between the origin of the coordinate and some point from the origin, so distance between the origin and the point, then also we are using the distance between 2 points formula. And the third case is that suppose if we take any kind of figure, so the distance between one point, one corner of the particular figure to the other point, so that distance also we are using this distance between 2 points formula, and we are trying to solve that also. So in these 3 different cases we can use this distance between 2 points formula. The next thing which we are going to see is that the section formula. So that is, suppose there is a line like this. So let's say this is point A, this point is point A, the coordinates are 4 comma minus 3, and this is other point B where the coordinates were 8 comma 5. Let's say it was divided at certain point P. That coordinates we don't know, that we have to find out, whereas the ratio is given, that was this point which is divided the complete line into 2 parts, that they are divided into 2 parts, that is in the ratio 3:1. Alright, so this ratio we will say this as M1 and we'll say this ratio as M2. So to find out this particular point here which it was divided into 2 parts, we have the formula, that is we'll say that as the section formula is, so we'll say Px comma y. So as this is point P, we are saying this is Px comma y. The formula is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. Next thing is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by, this is m1 plus m2. So this is a section formula which you could observe. Alright, so using this particular formula we'll find out this point. So this is very simple, we'll just go forward. So I can write the given points are, so the given points are, so we'll first read the question. Find the coordinates of the point which divide the line segment joining the point 4 comma minus 3 and 8 comma 5 in the ratio 3:1 internally. So the points, 2 points, that is 4 comma minus 3 and 8 comma 5, that we will write here 4 comma minus 3. Next point is 8 comma 5. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2 and this is y2, whereas 3:1 are the ratios, which is m1 equal to 3 and m2 it was 1. So all these values will just submit in this particular section formula. So we can write that as p x comma y, that is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1. I'm just writing the formula again. So m1 plus m2, this is m1 y2 plus em2 y2 by em1 plus em2. Okay, so even to remember this formula is very simple. You can see here only this particular is x coordinate, this side is x coordinate and this is y coordinate. Okay, so whereas when we see here, as one thing is x coordinates here, the second thing is that here m1 is there, then plus is there, then here m2 is there. So because you already started with 1, then the next thing is 2, that is m1 x2 will be there, then m2 x1 will be there. Okay, so in the denominator that is m1 plus m2, here also the denominator is m1 plus m2, again the same format here also. So as it was m1 started, so this second value will be y, this 2, that is y2, then here m2, then the second value is y2. Okay, so this is very clear. This is actually y1 not y2, so this is m1 y2, this is m2 y1. Okay, so let's try to solve this particular one. We'll just take these values and we'll submit in the formula. So let's go forward. So that is m1 is how much? It was 3, x2 is 8, and m2 it was 1, and x1 it was 4. So m1 is 3 and m2 is 1. So this is again m1 is how much? It was, I can submit these values also, that is 3, and y2 is 5, and m2 it was 1, and m1 it was, that is y1 it was minus 3, by this is again 3 plus 1 is the values. So now we can just solve this, that is for further solving, it is 8 3s are 24, this is 4 1s are 4 by 4, this is 5 3s are 15 minus 3 by 4, this is 24 plus 4 is 28, so this is by 4, 15 minus 3, this is nothing but 12 by 4, so we can write this is 28, this is 4 1s are 4 7s are 28, so I can write 7 comma 4 3s are 12, so I can write 4 1s are 4 3s are 12, this is 7 comma 3 is the point, that is p x comma y, we got 7 comma 3. So that we understood that when there is a line, a point p is dividing this particular line at p x comma y, so the point a is given in the question, point b is given in the question. The point p they asked us to find out, the point p we found that as 7 comma 3, so this is p 7 comma 3 is the point which we got. There is one more form where we'll be solving this particular thing using section formula. For suppose there is a line, so this line, let's say this is a, which is given 2 comma minus 2 as a point, another point is b minus 7 comma 4. Suppose this line is divided into two parts, let's say this is one point and this is other point, so this is divided into 3 points, that is 3 parts it was divided. So now in this case they were asking the point p where it was divided, and they're also asking the point q where it was divided. Okay, so these particular things we have to find out now, so that also we'll use the section formula and we'll solve this. So for that we can write given points are, so what are the given points? That is a 2 comma, that is 2 comma minus 2, and b is minus 7 comma 4. So the section formula is what? That is, first we'll find out for p. So for p I can draw the line like this. So this is point a, that is 2 comma minus 2, and point b minus 7 comma 4. So this is point p and this is point q. Okay, so first for finding out point p, we'll take this as one part and this full as a other point. So now this is 1 is the part and here are the two parts, right? So this ratio we will take it as 2 as a ratio. So this m1 will become 1 and m2 will become 2. Okay, so this a is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So we'll submit in the section formula. So the formula we know, that is p x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. The next thing is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2 is the formula. So let's submit all the values, that is, so the value is 1 comma minus 7 plus m2 is 2, that is 2, x1 is also 2, m1 is, it is 1 plus 2, m1 is 1, m2 is 2. So next thing is m1 it was 1, y2 it was 4, and m2 it is 2, and m1 it is y1 is minus 2. So this we got as 1 plus 2 is m1 m2. So let's solve this. So we'll be getting minus 7. 1 into minus 7 is 7. So plus 2 to the it was 4. By 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is 4 minus 2 to the 4 by 1 plus 2 it was 3. So we're getting these points as this is minus 7 plus 4. So we'll get that as minus 3 by 3, and this is 4 minus 4, that is 0 by 3. Okay, so this is minus 3 and plus 3, 3 ones are 3 ones are cancel. We'll get minus 1 comma 0 as the coordinate. So the point p x comma y, we got minus 1 comma 0. So that we got for the point, that is here we got this point, even we have to find out this point also. So that diagram I will make it again separately. Suppose this is the line which we just got, that is p, and a is the first point and b is the second point. P is the point which we just got, that is minus 1 comma 0. Even we have to find out this point q. So in order to find out this point q, we will take this full ratio, that as m1, which because this is one part, other part, there are two parts taken in m1, so this will say m1 equal to 2. So from q to b there is only one part, so m1 will take only 1. Alright, so whereas the points were already there, that is what are the points given, that is 2 comma minus 2 is the point. The second thing is what, that is minus 7 comma 4 are the points which were given in the question. So we'll use the section formula again, that is here q x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. So here also m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So we got the section formula and we'll submit all these values. These values are, this is x1, this is y1, x2, y2, where we have m1, m2 also. Let's submit the values. So m1 is how much? It was 2, and x2 is minus 7, whereas m2 it is 1, x1 it was 2. So m1 m2, that is 2 plus 1, and m1 is how much? It was 2, y2 is 4, and m1 is 1, y1 is minus 2. Then m1 plus m2 is, that is 2 plus 1. So let's further solve this. 2 sevens it was 14, plus 2 ones it was 2, 2 plus 1 it was 3, 4 twos are 8, this is 2 ones are 2 minus 2, 3, 2 plus 1 it was 3. So we'll be getting this as minus 12 by 3 comma 8 minus 2, it was 6 by 3. So we'll further solve that. It was 3 fours are 12, so we can write that as minus 4, and this is 3 ones are, it was 3 twos are 6. So this is the point which we got for q. For q we got x comma y. So alright, so for the line, whatever they have given, we got the 2 points. So that is, they have given the line like this. They said it was b and a as the line, and they asked us to find out this point p and the point q. So q we got minus 4 comma 2, and this p, how much we got? The p as p we got minus 1 comma 0 is the point which we got. Okay, so these the things which they asked to find out, point p and point q, and we got the answer. So we will write the solution. Therefore the coordinates, okay, the coordinates of the points of intersection of the line segment. What is a line segment? That is AB. AB is at P minus 1 comma 0, and B, that is how much? That is Q actually. So Q, that is minus 4 comma 2, are the two quadrants which it was intersected in line segment AB. So let's see the next form. So suppose there is a line like this. So the line is AB. So this line AB, we have to find out the midpoint, where exactly the midpoint of AB that we are trying to find out. Suppose the point A is given 3 comma 0 and point B is minus 1 comma 4, and we are finding out the midpoint of this AB. So this midpoint, so let's say this is a point P. So we are finding out this. So to find out this midpoint, we have the formula, that is the midpoint of the line segment. So that is line segment is AB, where the midpoint is P. So we'll write that as P x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Very easy formula. So this is a formula we'll use for midpoint. So now we'll go for the question. The question says find the midpoint of the line segment joining the points 3 comma 0 and 1 comma that is minus 1 comma 4. So we'll write the given points, that is, I'll write the given points are, what are the given points? 3 comma 0 minus 1 comma 4 are the given points. So this is x1, y1, this is x2, this is y2. Alright, so we'll just submit in this formula. So I can write the midpoint of p x comma y, that is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2 is the midpoint, where we'll submit these coordinates also. So that I'll get as x1 is 3, x2 is minus 1 by 2, y1 is 0, y2 is 4 by 2. So this I'll be getting 3 minus 1 by 2, 4 by 2. 3 minus 1 is nothing but it was 2, so I can write this as 2 by 2, this is 4 by 2. So now we can cancel 2 ones are 2 ones are, so we'll get this point as 1, and this is 2 ones are, this is 2 ones are. So this is 1 comma 2 is the point we are getting as the midpoint. Alright, so we can write here the conclusion. Therefore the midpoint of AB, the line segment AB, equal to what? P x comma y, which is nothing but 1 comma 2. Alright, so this is the midpoint of the particular line segment AB. So let's go for the next form. Suppose this is a triangle here. So to this triangle there is a center. Okay, so we are just finding out the center of this particular triangle. So further there are even the coordinates which were given. Say suppose this is A, 3 comma minus 5, and B, that is minus 7 comma 4, then C, that is 10 comma minus 2. So these are the different coordinates which were given. So we have to find out the center of this triangle. So for that we have the formula. I can write the coordinates for of the centroid are, what are the formula? That is, let's say this is the point has something like q, so I can write that q x1 y1 equal to, so the formula is x1 plus x2 plus x3 whole by 3, and this is comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 whole by 3 is the formula. Alright, so we have the 3 points in that x1 y1 were there. So this is x2, this is y2, as this is b, this is a, so this is x1 y1, so this is x2, this is x3 y3. So we'll just submit this in this particular formula, we'll get the solution. So first we'll read the question. Find the centroid of the triangle whose vertices are 3 comma minus 5, minus 7 comma 4 and 10 comma minus 2. So let's submit in the given formula. So that is x1 is nothing but it was 3, and x2 is minus 7, and x3 that was 10 whole by 3, and y1 it is minus 5, y2 it is 4, and y3 it is minus 2 whole by 3. So now this we can solve further. So 10 plus 3 is 13, so 13 minus 7 by 3. This is minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7 plus 4 by 3. So that will be getting 13 minus 7 is 6 by 3. So this is 7 and 4. So this is 3 by 3. So this will get 3 ones and 3 twos. That is nothing but we'll be getting 3 ones and 3 twos. We'll get 2 and 3 ones and 3 ones. That is 2 comma 1 is the point which we got. So we got the point 2 comma 1 as the centroid of the triangle. I hope this is very clear, where only one thing is that when there is a triangle like this, we'll see the triangle again. So when there is a triangle and when the coordinates of the triangle were given, we were just finding out the center of this particular triangle by using this centroid formula. So I hope this is clear. So let's see the next form. So next thing which we are seeing is that, for suppose there is a triangle, this is triangle ABC. So this triangle, I'll say A 1 comma minus 1 and B is minus 4 comma 6 and C suppose minus 3 comma minus 5 is a triangle. So in this particular triangle we were just trying to find out the area of triangle by using these coordinates. Okay, so to find out the area of this triangle by using the coordinates, so we have the formula, that is the area of triangle, so that is delta, that is equal to, we have the formula, this we can write it as delta equal to half, that is x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3, that is y1 minus y2. Okay, so you could observe x1, x2, x3. This is very easy formula where you can remember, though it looks very big. So this is x1 in the first case, then x2 in the second case, x3 in the third case, where there is plus in between in both of the cases. So now here this is 1, then 2, then 3. So now after 3, we'll again start from the base, that is I can try, so this is x1, right? So this is x2. So if this is 2 means then next is 3, then again the starting 1. So this is, it started with 3, so then this is again 1, then again 2. So there is a sequential where you can easily remember the formula. So we'll just submit the coordinates which were given. For that we'll read the question, that is find the area of triangle whose vertices are 1 minus 1 minus 4 comma 6 minus 3 minus 5. Okay, so we'll write the point, that is I can write the given points are, what are the points? The very first point is 1 comma minus 1, second point is minus 4 comma 6, third point is minus 3 comma minus 5. So we can write this as x1 y1, this is x2 y2, this is x3 y3. So let's submit in the formula. So that is x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2 is the formula. Let's submit the values, that is half into x1 it is 1 and y2 it is 6 and y3 it is minus half minus 5 and x2 that is minus 4 and y3 it is minus 5, y1 it is minus half minus 1 and x3 it is minus 3 and y1 it is minus 1 and y2 it is 6. Okay, so we'll just solve this, that is half, this is 1 into 6 minus half minus, it is plus 5, this is minus 4 and this is minus half minus plus, so minus y, this is plus 1, so this is minus 3, this is minus 7. Okay, so I can write this is half, 6 plus 5 it is 11 and this is minus 4, so I can write this as minus 4 and this is again minus 4, so this is minus 3 minus 7. So we'll further solve this, we can get the value as half, this is 11, 4 4 it was 16, it is plus 16, this is minus into minus again plus 2, 7 3 it is 21. So if we just add all these values, we'll be getting this as 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 1 8, so this is 1 plus 1 and plus 2, that is 48 by 2. So when we just cancel 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, so 24 is the area we were getting for the triangle. So we can write, therefore the area of the triangle we are getting it as 24 square units. Okay, so this is the way we will find out the area of the triangle. There is one more method to in finding out the area of the triangle. So this particular method is called as Heron method. Suppose I'll write the triangle, draw the triangle here. So this is triangle where the coordinates were 2 comma 3, 6 comma 3 and 2 comma 6. These are the coordinates of this particular triangle, and they are asking us to find out the area of this particular triangle by using the Heron's formula. Okay, if they didn't say to use any particular method to find out area of the triangle, so it is our wish which method we will use and we'll find out the area of the triangle. But here they are particularly asking us to do with Heron's formula. So we'll see the method and we'll try to learn to find out the area here. So the Heron's formula, that is, I'll just go with the problem and accordingly you will even understand how to solve this. So we have the points, that is point A, point B and point C, 3 points of this particular triangle. So I can write here, given points are, what are the points? 2 comma 3, 6 comma 3, 2 comma 6 are the given points. So we'll just find out the distance between all these points. So we'll use the distance between 2 points formula. So I can write this is A, right, then this is B and this is C. So I can first find out the AB distance. So for line segment AB, so the point A is 2 comma 3 and the point B is 6 comma 3. So in such case, so this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So the distance of the formula we will use, that is AB equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root is the formula. So let's submit that values. So x2 that was 6, x1 is 2, so whole square, y2 it is 3 and y1 it is 3 again. So this we can write it as this is 3 minus 3 0, this is 6 minus 2 4 square, where we can cancel root and square here, so we'll be getting the value as 4. So this is the AB which we got. So the distance AB we got it as 4, and we'll even find out the next distance. For suppose we'll find out BC. Okay, so for finding out the BC distance, we can take the coordinates B 6 comma 3 and C 2 comma 6. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, y2. So the formula BC is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So now here we'll just submit all these values, the coordinates. X2 is 2, x1 it is 3, it is 6. So this is 2 minus 6 whole square plus the next thing is that y2 is 6, y1 is 3 whole square under root. So I'll get minus 4 whole square plus 3 whole square under root. So I'll get 4 4 16 plus 3 3 9. So we are getting root 25, which is nothing but we are getting BC equal to 5 as the value. So the distance BC we got 5. Okay, even we have to find out AC also, we'll do that also. So we'll use the same thing, that is AC, to find out AC. So the points we have to take, that is A is 2 comma 3 and I can take the second C, that is 2 comma 6. We're taking 2 points, so AC equal to the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So we'll just submit these values. So that is all the coordinates we'll submit here, so we'll get the value. So that is x2 is how much, that is 2, x1 is again 2, so 2 minus 2 whole square, y2 is 6, y1 is 3 whole square, so under root. So this is 2 minus 2 0, so 0 plus 6 minus 3 is 3 whole square. So this is nothing but I can write this as 3 square under root. So this is 3 square under root. square and root can be cancelled. The value we are getting AC equal to 3. So for the triangle, whatever, so for this triangle, the coordinates were there, ABC, and also we found the distances, that is AB we got 4, BC we got 5, and this ACE we got 3. Okay, so this A is nothing but it was small a, we can say. This B will represent with small b, and this 3 will represent with the small c. And here we have the particular formula, that is I can write here SC equal to A plus B plus C whole by 2 is the formula. Okay, so the S value we'll find out by submitting this A, this B and C value. So that I'll be getting 4 plus 5 plus 3 whole by 2. Alright, so S equal to 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 3, that is 12 by 2. So S will be getting 6 as the value. So S we got. For Heron's formula, we have to further solve this. So that is, I can write the area of triangle. What is the triangle? That is triangle ABC equal to, the Heron's formula is S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C is the Heron's formula. So we'll submit the values, that is S we got 6. So that is 6 into 3 of the sides we got, right? We got A as one of the value, so we'll write the values here. A we got 4 and B we got 5, C we got 3. So we'll just submit ABC values in the formula. So that is 6 minus 4 and 6 minus 5, 6 minus 3. So let's submit these values and we'll find out the area of the particular triangle. So for that I can write this as 6. 6 minus 4 is nothing but it was 2. The 6 minus 5 is 1. 6 minus 3 is 3. So this is whole square. So when we multiply, we'll get the area of the triangle ABC. So I can write here 6 2 is 12. 12 3 are 36. So root 36 is nothing but it was 6 square whole root. So 2 and square cancel. We are getting area as 6. So we can write 6 square units. So this is the way we are finding out area of the triangle by using Heron's formula. Let's see the next thing. Here we are finding out the slope of the line. Suppose there is a line which is having certain slope, certain bend, we can say. We are finding out the slope of this particular line. Okay, so the coordinates were also given. Suppose the point here A, that is 2 comma 3, and the point B, that is 4 comma 5. So we'll find out the slope of this particular line. To find out the slope, we have the formula. So that is I can write slope of the line segment. Okay, the slope is generally represented with m, so I can write m equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is a formula we'll use to find out slope. Alright, so we'll write the given points of the question. So that is the end points of a line segment are 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5. Find the slope of the line segment. So I can write here the given points are, what are the given points? That is 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 5. So this is x1 y1, so this is x2 y2. So the slope formula is m equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So let's submit these values. That is, I'll be getting y2 is 5, y1 is 3, x2 is 4, x1 is 2. So this is 5 minus 3 is, that is 2, 4 minus 2 is again 2. 2 and 2 can be cancelled, the value will get it as 1. So the conclusion we can write, therefore slope of the given line is 1. Alright, so this is the way we will find out the slope of the line. So let's revise quickly what are the things we discussed. That is the distance between 2 points. Alright, this is between 2 points we have discussed. So for distance between 2 points, what is the formula? if the points are a b, so we can write x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root, right? Suppose this is a point and this is the second point. We are just finding out the distance between these 2 points. That is a formula we used here. So even if the point is from the origin, suppose these are the coordinates. So if the point is at the origin 0 comma 0 and we are just finding out the distance from the origin to certain point P, in this particular case we will be using the formula, that is AB equal to under root x2 square plus y2 square. Alright, so this is one of the formula to find out the area between distance between the 2 points, even if there is a square or the rectangle. So to find out whether the particular given figure is rectangle or the square or any other figure, for that we will even find out the distance between 2 points. So we'll use the same formula. Then we will find out the distance from A to B, B to C, C to D and D to A. So this is the particular thing we use for the distance between 2 points formula. So second formula which we have seen is that is section formula. Okay, so what is section formula? That is, suppose that is Px1 y1, so I can write this as m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole by m1 plus m2. Then this is m1 y2 plus, so this is m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So this is a section formula. Suppose there is a line. Suppose I'll just take one line. To this line the coordinates were given, this is A and B point. Suppose this A and B is dividing at certain point. So if that is dividing at certain point P where the coordinates were not given, but if they gave the ratios, so at what distances these both were divided into. Suppose the ratio is 1 and the ratio is 2, so these ratios we will take as m1 and this as m2, and we'll find out this particular P point. So that is the formula we'll use here. Sometimes even the line can be trisection, that is if A and B is the point, that can be trisection, that is it was divided the two positions, or it can be even 4 times divided. So in such way we will just, in all of these cases we'll be just using this section formula. And the third thing which we have seen is that midpoint of the line segment. Okay, so midpoint of the line segment. Okay, so for finding out the line segment, suppose the line is like this, we are just finding out the exact midpoint of this particular line. Suppose this is the AB line and we are finding out the midpoint of this particular line. In such case we'll use the formula for the midpoint P x comma y, the coordinates of P we are finding out, so that we can write x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the one which we can use to find out the midpoint of this particular line. So the third one is that we were just finding out the centroid of the triangle. Suppose this is a triangle, to this triangle we are finding out the center and the coordinates were given, and we were just finding out the center of this particular triangle. So this is called the centroid of the triangle. So for that, centroid of the triangle we can use the formula as x1. So that is, if this point we were taking certain point as P, so we can write P x1 y1 equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 whole by 3, and this is y1 plus y2 plus y3 whole by 3. So these are the coordinates for centroid of the triangle. Okay, so next thing is that we were finding out area of the triangle. Okay, to find out area of the triangle, for suppose the area which we are finding out for the triangle, there are 3 different ways. If the triangle is right angle triangle, then we use the formula half into base into height, where here is height is there, here is base. But in this particular coordinate geometry we will use only the coordinates, that is if this is a triangle, if the coordinates a and coordinates b and c were given, that is x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3 were given, so is all these coordinates will be taking and will just submit in the area of triangle formula. Area of triangle, nothing but it was delta, so delta is equal to, that is half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2, that is y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Okay, so this is the area of the triangle formula. In finding out area of triangle, we have one more method. This method is called as Heron's method. Okay, so we'll say this is Heron formula. So by using this formula also we can find out area of triangle. So for this one, a Heron's formula, that is area, we were saying a, so that is the formula is s into s minus a, s minus b and s minus c under root. So this is a formula where this s we can find out by using the other one, that is s equal to a plus b plus c by 2. Alright, suppose this is a triangle where the coordinates were given. So first we will find out the distance between the points. The AB distance we'll find out, BC distance, CA distance, that we will find out using the distance formula. Then that values, whatever we are getting, that we were taking as A, B, C as the values, the distances which we got, and that we were just taking A plus B plus C by 2 we will solve. Then we will be getting this value that we'll submit here in the formula. Then we will get the area of the triangle. So this is the way we will find out the area of triangle by using the Heron's formula. So the last thing, that is slope of the line. So I can write slope of the line segment. Okay, so to find out the slope of the line segment, suppose this is a line which is having certain slope, it is bent, right? So the slope which is having to the parallel, so that is the slope which we are finding out. So for the slope of the particular line, suppose this is a line which is having the coordinate a, x1 y1, this is x2 y2, so we'll find out the slope of the line. So that is, slope will represent with em. So m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is the way we will find out the slope of the particular line segment. I hope this is very clear to you. So all the concepts we have gone through, so just go through all of this very clearly, so you can be able to do any kind of question from this coordinate geometry. So stay tuned, keep going.